The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Line gets set, first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Across the 25, he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. first down here for the offense. They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Bringing the heat. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. can't get him to the ground.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. First down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Oklahoma 7. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll put the tight end in motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Movement here from the tight end. The toss to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he's knocked down.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't 7 from the field.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Get set, get set. Razor, razor.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ortiz. Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown Sooners. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 13 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Anderson will throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with it.
And they got him for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Anderson will throw. It's complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Discards a man. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
A third down try for the offense.
Here we go.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Miami 21.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Picks up 6. Now,
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Carr. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Anderson wants to throw. On target. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America.
Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Powers through. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And now on second down for this offense. Anderson will throw. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He'll let one go down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swapped that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Canes are rolling down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed...
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Anderson wants to throw. Lets it go. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and your line lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Takes the handoff. It's Valentine. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mitchell. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
Gets it past the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Griffin! Terrier!
He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
They'll try to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Get set! Reload!
Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Timeout, Miami.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another